Hello, I'm Calvin Morris and I'm here today to talk to you about Red Dwarf 11. Now, the series is going to be aired on Dave on September the 22nd, but I'm going to talk to you about the episode Twentica, which I have seen. So, this isn't going to be my review of the episode. I'm going to try to keep it as spoiler free as I can. But with that said, let's talk about Red Dwarf Twentica. And where I'm going to begin is with the characters. So you've got Lister, Rimmer, Crichton and Cat all back. I've got to be honest, it felt a little bit lame. These characters, you can expect that these characters have known each other for a long time now, so some of the back and forths are a little bit old hat. And you can kind of sort of predict what the characters are going to do and what they're going to say and how they're going to react. That is both a positive and a negative, because the positive here is that if you're new to Red Dwarf, then this little back and forth exchange that they have tells you everything about the characters. If you're an old dog like me, it was very, very familiar stuff. There was nothing unexpected or off the wall coming at you from these characters. But what I would say is that whilst it was sort of a little bit giggly but no real big laughs there, I feel like what the core characters were doing in this episode was underpinning the guest characters. And I'm going to get around to talking about that in a bit, because I really feel like they were taking a more of a back seat here and going along for the ride in this episode. Yeah, there was really nothing really new coming from these characters. They hadn't really evolved any. So let's talk about the story. And the story here is that they arrive in an alternate America where technology has been banned and prohibition is in effect on technology. So if you have anything technological, you could be arrested or shot. And that's where they meet the character of Harmony de Gautier. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I am not kidding you. That woman, she absolutely crushed it in this episode. Like I said, the main cast were just sort of underpinning the guest characters. They were building to her, and because she delivers in dialogue with the main cast, she delivers a line of real world science technobabble that would have made Data blow a fuse and Geordie get his sight back. It was shockingly good, precise, and the delivery was flawless and deadpan, and every time she just kept going and going and going, and it just kept getting funnier and funnier and funnier, because everything she was saying was relatable to real science and to comedy as well, and the two just crossed over, and it was fantastic. Her comebacks and put downs, I was crying. I was laughing so hard at this character. Just absolutely brilliant. And that's what I feel the strength of this episode came from, was the fact that the characters are very familiar, which is very nice, which is a very nice homely feeling to see these characters again. But the situation that they put them in, just for me, just elevated it. They just elevated all these guest performers, and I just had a brilliant time with it. Now, if I had to say what the story really was about, I'm going to put the story in sort of in between sort of Meltdown and Lemons. I don't think it's as good as those episodes, but I do think it's worth mentioning in the same conversation as those episodes. I really feel that the main story here, though, was a bit more of a love letter to Star Trek First Contact or City on the Edge of Forever. It really felt like a love letter to those stories. Some of them are a little bit more obvious than others, but but I do feel like there's elements of, you know, the writing style of Lemons is definitely grafted on here. But overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I really did think it was a good stepping on point for anyone, and I think that you know, if this is where Red Dwarf is going, that they're in a good position. I thought the production values looked good. I thought the sort of the exterior street scenes and things was very sort of very cinematic. You know, there's a lot of blue lighting and green lighting and, you know, shop window lights and things like that. It's very nicely lit and very nice looking, very nice looking scene. Obviously, like, the visual effects. The visual effects are the visual effects. You know, they're as good as they can make them, and you get the model shots as well, which I love seeing. Some of them are a little bit Thunderbirdsy, but I don't mind that, because that tells me I'm watching Red Dwarf. That tells me that I'm watching this show because it's something that has a unique look that nobody else has, you know. When you see Starbug coming in for that crash landing, you know you're watching Red Dwarf. So, overall, I would say that it's not the best episode that they've made, but my word, it was a lot of fun. I mean, the jokes that they were doing with Albert Einstein, I'm not even going to give that away. I just felt that this was a really a solid start to the series, and if this is the way it's going to go, then we are all dwarfers going to have a really good time. That's my review of Twentica. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode. Also, feel free to like and comment on this video, subscribe to the channel, or go over and join me on Google+. But until next time, I'll see you later, guys.